Everybody loves Mexican food with vibrant and zesty flavors paired with colorful dishes.
Zesty flavors.
Today's show features a fresh salad, my jazzy twist on the classic quesadilla.
Classic quesadilla.
The quick pudding topped with a delectable dairyless cinnamon cream.
What a lovely pudding.
Then Julieanna Hever joins me in the kitchen.
Tofu is a health food. It's got so many wonderful nutrients in there that are really important for health because it's chock full of calcium.
So join me for a delicious food fiesta.
Jazzy, you're gonna be healthy with the jazzy vegetarian. Jazzy, so snazzy. We're gonna cook something healthy and light. Jazzy, so snazzy.
So join me in the kitchen right now.
We're gonna cook something healthy and light. That's right.
I'm so excited about today's show because it highlights quick Mexican-style recipes that are super easy to make for a weeknight meal. Now, the star of this menu is my slightly spicy vegetable quesadilla bake. It's a layered tortilla dish that preps in a flash, then simply bakes in the oven. And then on the side, spectacular guacamole taco salad bowls feature crispy taco bowls filled with a peppery avocado salad. And they're really a true showstopper. And then 5-ingredient rice pudding with cinnamon spiced vegan dessert cream provides an awesome finish to this lively meal. So please stick around while I prepare this festive menu. 5-ingredient rice pudding. Ooh, what could be easier? I've got a medium casserole dish. Anything you have in the kitchen is fine. You just want to make sure that it has a tight-fitting lid. And I'm just putting in 2.5 cups of cooked short grain brown rice. Now we want to sweeten up our 5-ingredient rice pudding. And I'm just going to pour 1/4 cup of maple syrup right over the top. Don't even need a mixing bowl for this, and that's what I love. And then I'm adding 3/4 cup of non-dairy milk. This is the unsweetened variety. I'm actually using soy milk today. This is also really good with coconut milk, rice milk, almond milk. You could use cashew milk, any kind of non-dairy milk that you like. And then I'm adding 1/2 cup of raisins. All righty, it's gonna be easier, right? Now a little bit of cinnamon right over the top. And I've got between 1/4 and 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. You're just gonna sprinkle that right over the top, just like that. Done. We're gonna put this into a preheated 375-degree oven for about 40 to 45 minutes until all the liquid is absorbed into the rice and into the raisins. So we just need to pop the top on, ready to go in the oven. And I'm really excited now because up next I have my cinnamon spiced dessert cream, and I have someone to help me with this, the fabulous Julieanna Hever. She's the plant-based dietitian, so stay tuned. Well, I'm ready to make my cinnamon spiced dessert cream, but we're missing one thing. It is my honor to introduce the fabulous, the beautiful, the incredible plant-based dietitian, Julieanna Hever.
Thank you.
So happy you're here with us today.
I'm so happy to be here.
It's always a happy day when you're here.
Aw, thank you.
Now we're going to talk about a lot of things in this dessert cream. Well, really not a lot of things. There's only 4 ingredients. It's really easy. We're a quick and easy Mexican food today. I am using a sweetener in this. I'm using maple syrup. What's your thought on that?
This is one of my favorite sweeteners because it's really high in minerals and it comes straight out of the tree. It's unprocessed. When you get 100% pure maple syrup, it's a natural food. And it doesn't promote sugar addiction. I work with with a lot of people that are trying to break those sugar cravings, this is one of the best sweeteners to use to do that.
So we are going to use something that can be somewhat controversial, and that is tofu. And today we're using 1 block of soft silken tofu. And what we've done is we've taken the soft silken tofu out of the package, put it in a little drainer, and look at all that water that came off of this. Now you can't press silken tofu or it'll just become a big blob, but you can let it sit in a colander over a bowl like this to get out the extra water. Otherwise we'll have watery dessert cream, and we don't want that. So let's just talk a little bit about tofu.
It is controversial because of this bad press that it gets that's really not at all justified. Tofu is a health food. It really is. It's got so many wonderful nutrients in there that are really important for health because it's chock full of one nutrient that we're always talking about as women, calcium. 4 ounces has about 3/4 of your daily recommended needs for calcium. It also has omega-3 fatty acids, which are not so easy to find in the plant world. So it's a wonderful source of all those things. And protein, everyone's always worried about protein. This is a great healthy source of protein.
And I'm going to ask you to put that tofu right in there. It's already been drained.
This is a great tip, by the way. I've never done this before with silken tofu. I'm going to do that from now on. Thank you for that.
I'm so happy. And we're putting that in while I measure out a tablespoon of maple syrup. Of course, it's cinnamon spice dessert cream, so I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon.
Great for blood sugar.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
And then I have about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. The cinnamon, the vanilla brings out that sweetness in that maple syrup.
And that's very classic Mexican style.
Yes.
I love that.
It's really like a true cream. If you whipped up your cream, that's really what you're going to come out with. And we're just going to drizzle that over the top of our rice pudding.
I can't wait to try it.
Well, I know you have a few things to do, but I want you to come back
Okay.
because we are going to make my quesadilla bake.
Oh, I'll be back for that.
And I need some help with that.
I can't wait.
All right.
I'm your girl.
Stay tuned, and I got something else coming up for you. Right now, it's a big surprise. Guacamole Taco Bowls. I came up with this one afternoon when I wanted to make kind of a sensational lunch for my husband, but I didn't want to take a sensational amount of time, so I came up with these taco bowls. You can use just a plain whole grain tortilla. You can certainly use a gluten-free rice tortilla if you like, but what I love is these habanero lime tortillas, and you want to use 8 to 10 inch wide tortillas with this. Now, what I'm starting off with is these little oven-safe bowls. You want to make sure that it is oven-safe up to 400 degrees. And you want to turn them upside down on a piece of unbleached parchment paper on a large rimmed baking sheet. You know what? I need another sheet. Because you don't want the bowls to be too close to one another. Place your tortilla over there. Just take your hands and squish it together. Kind of make some pleats in it. One more. Take your tortilla, place it in the center over your oven-proof bowl. Make sure you use an oven-proof bowl. Make some little pleats in it. And make sure you have a flat bottom in that bowl, because this is going to bake flat. It's going to make it so you can turn your taco bowls right side up, and we're going to fill them with this fantastic guacamole salad. We're going to bake them in a 400-degree oven for 10 to 15 minutes or until the tortillas are crisp, checking them often. And then we're going to transfer them to a wire rack. We'll let them cool for at least 5 minutes before filling. This size guacamole taco salad bowl is fabulous for a lunch. We're going to put our avocado salad in this in a little while. You can also make these into great appetizers. All we need is an 8 to 10 inch whole grain tortilla. This is a habanero lime tortilla. And I've got a 4 to 5 inch pastry cutter. We're just going to cut a little round out of this. And then I've got the 6-cup standard muffin tin, which I put upside down on a piece of unbleached parchment paper on a small rimmed baking sheet. And you're just going to take this and do the same thing. Smush it over the bottom of that muffin cup. We'll see what I'm going to do in a second to keep them on there. Just cut another one out here.
Mini guacamole taco salad bowls. It's a salad in a mini bowl. Salad, mini, tacos, guacamole.
they're gonna be very rustic, but they're just gonna hold a little bit of guacamole. You could do some salsa. You could even do some hummus in these. Now we have to form them. And what we're going to do is take another 6-cup standard muffin tin, and we're going to place it right over the top of our little tortilla cups. Press it down. You want to press it firmly. We're actually going to bake these just like this. We're going to bake them for 5 minutes, and then we're going to take this top muffin tin off, let them bake for another, 4 to 7 minutes until they're nice and crisp. Now, up next, I'm going to get Julieanna back here, and she's going to help me put together my Quesadilla Bake. We're cooking Mexican style today, so stay tuned. Okay! We are doing our vegetable Quesadilla Bake.
I'm so excited about this recipe. Muy bien.
This is a great way to get your family to eat veggies.
That is the biggest challenge.
Yes.
As a parent, it
Yes.
is so hard to get your kids to eat vegetables. I think my kids will love this.
Well, we're starting off with fresh tomatoes, and we're going to do about 1 1/4 cups of diced tomatoes. What we're going to do is put them in a fine screened sieve, and Julieanna is going to press some of the liquid out of them. And why are we doing this? Well, we're going to use a little bit of salsa in this recipe. That's going to add our moisture. We're also going to use these fresh tomatoes, but we don't want a lot of extra moisture to come out because we want the layers of our quesadilla to not be too soggy. So here's the first one. You can do this while I cut the second one.
And tomatoes are obviously so healthy and fresh and vitamin C and great for your kids and for you.
I'm just going to do it like that while I cut the
I've never done this before. I'm learning so many tips from you, Laura.
Now, why are tomatoes good for you?
They're so rich in nutrients, of course. Everything here is rich in nutrients. Vitamin C. And what's cool is we're going to cook them so the carotenoids are easier to absorb, right?
Wow.
Which is good for lycopene and all that stuff, which reduces your risk for prostate cancer for the men out there. Good for your eyes, your vision.
So when you have a raw tomato, is it still nutritious?
Absolutely. It has all that vitamin C, and of course, vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin, so when you cook it, some of it comes out. So it's good to have both fresh and cooked. There's benefits to both.
Well, while you are getting all of the liquid out of that, I'm going to finish making our bite-sized broccoli florets. We're going to have about 2 cups of broccoli florets. You can just break them off here.
I think it's one of the healthiest foods out there, because it's a cruciferous vegetable. So it's got all of these wonderful nutrients in there that are anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. They're powerful. There's all these studies showing it reduces risk for cancer and cardiovascular health, the gastrointestinal health. They're super powerhouses. So if you eat broccoli every day, you're going to cover your bases. And I'm so lucky, like one of my kids loves broccoli, so I put it in everything.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So good to eat them raw and cooked when possible.
I love it. So we can have raw tomatoes, cooked tomatoes, raw broccoli, cooked broccoli, and it's still good for us. All right, so we're going to start putting our quesadillas together. Okay. I like to use 2 different kinds of tortillas. They're 8 to 10 inches round. I have the habanero lime tortillas, which I absolutely love, and then I have the whole grain tortillas. But if you want to make these gluten-free, you certainly can.
I love the brown rice tortillas
Yes.
myself. Those are my favorite. Or corn tortillas.
Yes. Perfect.
Yeah.
Any kind of tortilla you want. So we're going to start with one of our habanero limes on the bottom. And then we're going to put 1/2 tablespoon of salsa over the bottom. A heaping 1/2 tablespoon.
Heaping half. I like the heaping part.
Then we're going to top it with 1/2 of this onion. So I'm going to take 1/2. You can just dump the other 1/2.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for making it easy for me.
What we did is we diced 1/2 of a medium sweet onion.
Antimicrobial properties, right? Antibacterial.
Yes.
Allium family, very healthy. Cancer fighters. Onions are excellent.
We're going to top the diced onions with 1/2 of our broccoli florets. And what we're using is 2 cups of bite-sized broccoli florets. So I know it looks like it's a lot of broccoli now, but as it cooks, it's really going to become pretty flat.
That's a great way to get more cooked greens into your diet.
Vegan cheese. Vegan cheese is something that I do occasionally like to use. When I'm trying to get my husband or my friends or some guests to eat a dish to make it taste more authentic, I will add the vegan cheese. That being said, it's something I think you want to just do occasionally, and you can certainly leave it out of this recipe. So Julieanna is making hers without the vegan cheese, and I'm going to put a little vegan cheese on mine because I know my husband's going to love it, and it's going to make him eat this broccoli. So
Same with for my kids. Like my kids will eat more vegetables if I add this sometimes, so why not? And this is much healthier than dairy cheese, of course.
we're going to add about 1¼ cups of these diced fresh tomatoes. Let's just measure it out here, and then we're going to split it in half. And you're going to put that right over the top of your broccoli, and in this case, it's over my vegan cheese. Yeah, that's good.
I think I didn't take too much.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Perfect. Now take another tortilla, put it over the top, and then we're going to put another heaping ½ tablespoon of the salsa right over there. You really do want to spread it nice and thin. I love sweet red pepper.
I do too.
Sweet orange pepper.
Me too.
Sweet yellow pepper.
Me too. Let's just say you love sweet pepper.
I love sweet pepper. Any sweet pepper you can get. If you can't find the sweet peppers, you can use green peppers with this. What we have is 1 medium sweet pepper, which we have diced. And what we're going to do is we're just going to divide this over this layer, just like that.
Yum.
Now, why are sweet peppers so good for us?
They are awesome. This is a very vitamin C rich meal, I have to say. And the pepper family has these anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory properties as well.
So I have ½ cup of diced olives. These are the ones with the pimentos in the middle. I'm going to put ¼ cup on my Quesadilla Bake stack. Julieanna is not going to put them on because some people on the crew do not like olives.
Okay, well then I'm gonna eat some of yours.
You're
because I
having
love
some
olives
of mine. I'm going to put another about 2 tablespoons of the vegan cheese, but we're going to leave this one cheeseless. And you're going to see it's still delicious. Now we're just going to put our top on, just like that.
Too. So creative. I've
Isn't
never
that
seen
cool?
anything like this. Yes.
And now we're just going to tent them with foil. So we're just going to do a classic tent here where we're lifting the foil up. And we also don't want the foil to touch the food for 2 reasons. If the foil was touching the top of the quesadilla, when we took the foil off, it would just take the top of our quesadilla off. But also, we do not want to have aluminum ever touching directly to our food.
The main reason is aluminum is a heavy metal that has been associated with Alzheimer's disease. So we want to try to remove any kind of interaction between our food and aluminum and other heavy metals too.
Well, thank you for helping me with this.
Well, thank you for letting me and teaching me all these tips.
Do you think we should bake it now?
Oh yeah, because I can't wait to eat it.
Should I tell them how we're going to bake it?
That would be a good idea. Don't you want to know?
Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to put this in a 375-degree oven, and we're going to bake it over 30 to 35 minutes or until it's really heated through, and then we're going to uncover it and let it crisp up on top for anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes. And up next, well, we're going to put our guacamole taco bowls together, and Julieanna's going to help me, so stay tuned. I'm just going to show you how I like to cut an avocado.
Please do.
All right, put it on your board. That way your hand isn't in the way. You're going to turn it like
Okay.
this as you go, so your hand's never in the way. Now, you know what to do. You give it a little twist. There we go.
Voila. And these are superfoods. I don't say this often, but if there were a such thing as superfoods, I would say that avocados are one of the top contenders.
Just slice a tiny bit off the bottom, just like that. So you have a nice flat surface for there to sit. You see?
That's so smart.
Now we can safely put our knife into the pit without hurting our hand, and you're just going to do it like that. And then you're just going to give it a little twist, and the pit's going to come right up.
You make it
Careful.
look so easy, Laura. Oh,
There you go.
I did it!
You did it. You did it.
You're a good
right?
coach.
I like to scoop all of the flesh right out of there, and I like to make sure that it gets right down to the peel itself, and I just scrape it out because avocado is expensive. We want to use them all. But tell us why this is also good for us.
What's cool about the avocado is that when you get to the inner layer where it's even darker green, you're getting more chlorophyll and you're also getting those carotenoids. And another cool thing about avocados, because it's got these healthy fats in it and the kinds of fats that's in here with the carotenoids helps the absorption by like hundreds of times.
I love that. We're just going to wash off our hands, and then we're going to put our guacamole salad together. Time to make the guacamole. This is my favorite part of the show. Julieanna, would you mind putting it together as I
Not
put
at
the
all.
ingredients in?
I would
All
love
right, so we're
to.
going to start off with 1 teaspoon of chili powder. That's really gonna give it a nice kick. I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika.
This is my new favorite spice. I use this in everything. It is such a great flavor.
And then, of course, I got a little bit of cayenne pepper, anywhere between a 1/16 and an 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, depending on how spicy you like it.
And cayenne pepper stimulates your metabolism. It gives you a kick. So good if you're trying to, lose some weight. You've got avocados and cayenne pepper, both very good for that.
If you want to just put in a little bit of sea salt, I like to put in just about a 1/4 teaspoon. We've got 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice. And that helps it from turning brown right away.
Yes. It stops the avocado from oxidizing just like it stops us from oxidizing. It protects us against oxygen, which is really important.
I love it. I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric.
Turmeric is like the spice du jour because it's so anti-inflammatory and has all these cancer-fighting properties.
I have some clean romaine lettuce, and I'm just gonna stack it right here on my board, and I'm gonna roll it up, and then I'm going to slice it right across, making some nice little thin, ribbony slices for our taco bowls.
Romaine lettuce per gram has more than twice the amount of protein as does beef. You need to eat a lot more romaine lettuce than you would of meat to get the protein, but it's so much healthier because you got all these other wonderful things.
We're just gonna fold in 1/2 of the medium onion, which we have diced, and then we're also going to fold in 1 medium tomato, which we have diced. You might fold that right in there.
Okay, yum.
There you go, you're a folder. You wanna pull it from underneath with your spatula and just fold it in. And now we're going to put together one of our guacamole bowls. You're gonna see how easy this is to do. Just start with a little bit of this thinly sliced romaine right in the bottom. And then we're gonna take our guacamole salad. Put that right over the top there. This is so colorful.
It is. It looks like a fiesta in a bowl.
It is a fiesta in a bowl.
That's gotta be a party pleaser.
Yeah, it is a party pleaser. We're gonna put some cilantro on our taco bowls today, but if you don't like cilantro, you can use parsley. We've just got a little bit of lemon right there on the top.
Nice touch.
We've got our Quesadilla Bake coming out of the oven. We've got our fantastic rice pudding with that cinnamon spiced cream. We've got our fantastic Guacamole Taco Salad Bowls. And you know what? We're gonna plate it up. We're gonna taste it for you, so stay tuned. Now is the time when we're going to taste it. Look at my fantastic Quesadilla Bake. We just cut it into wedges. First, we want to just take a little salsa, pour it right over the top. You can pick it up with your fingers, but we're just going to be kind of ladylike, or we're going to try to be ladylike.
At least while the camera's rolling.
Cut a nice piece. You ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
Wow.
That is good.
It is so excellent. You're right, the broccoli squished down, and it's like the perfect texture.
Now, you think that your kids might eat this?
I think my kids would eat this.
Now, look at my Guacamole Taco Salad Bowls.
I love the way you say it.
Yeah, we've got these large bowls, which are perfect for a luncheon or perfect for a light dinner. But what I've done up for Julieanna and I today is I made a little guacamole salad bowl appetizer, and this is how these little taco bowls came out.
Very elegant.
Very elegant. So how we're gonna do this for
Yes, tell me.
ourselves is we're just gonna take our little spoon, we're gonna put a little of the salsa on here,
I'm taking the cilantro too.
and then a little tomato, a little of the lettuce on the side. Look how pretty that is.
So cute. You don't want to eat it because it's too
Now
cute.
we're gonna get messy.
Oh,
And then
yay.
we're just gonna bite into it. What the heck, right?
Right, cheers. Wow. Your guacamole is amazing. That's the best guacamole I've ever had in my life.
You make me so happy. You made my day. And it's just
Jazzylicious.
Jazzylicious.
Indeed. I love that.
Now, last but not least, you know how I love a good dessert. And this is our 5-ingredient rice pudding and our 4-ingredient cinnamon spiced dessert topping.
Wow. Another masterpiece. This is so good. I love the cream sauce. That adds such a different flavor to it.
And you know, the great thing about this, I know you agree, is you could also eat this for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
It's that healthy.
This is one of my favorite breakfasts.
One more bite.
It's like ice cream. This cream is incredible. Delicioso.
I just love it. I want to thank you for tuning in today. I hope the next time you're cooking up a Mexican-style menu, these snazzy recipes will inspire a fiesta in your own home kitchen. So until next time, be happy, be healthy, and
Be well.
from the Jazzy Vegetarian.
Visit our website at jazzyvegetarian.com to connect with Laura, see video clips, find your favorite recipes, and more. Follow Laura on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. Laura Theodore's Vegan Ease includes all of the recipes featured this season and is available for $26.95. The cookbook is enhanced with over 200 beautiful full-color photos and features complete menu plans, shopping lists, and more than 130 recipes. For information or to order, visit jazzyvegetarian.com.
Change, 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 change.